Hey guys, so I'm going to be singing Helplessly by Tatiana Moore. It's not that easy with you here, but I know I want you to stay. See, this could be us in a few years, but just admit you like to play. It's like every day I'm kicking rocks. I could fly away, but you got me at a complete stop. How do you manage to keep me going? Somehow you keep me from going. See, you distract me, but I'm distracted without you. I don't know how to focus, baby, teach me how to. 'Cause I'm standing still again. And if you love me just like the way that I love you, I wouldn't mind a little comforting from you. Why do I let you in my head? And I gotta go sometimes, but you're always on my mind. You're not helping me, babe. You're not helping me, babe. But I fall helplessly for you. And I'm running late, and I'm not a coffee drinker, but I lose sleep just thinking of you. So pour me a cup, I need to wake up, I need me some love, don't give it to me, 'cause everywhere you go, I'll follow you. Just give me all of me, give me all of you. I gotta go sometimes, but you're always on my mind. You're not helping me, babe. You're not helping me, babe. But I fall helplessly for you. I hope you guys enjoyed.
The name of my poem is called Shift. You are the apple of my eye, beating of my heart, courage of my being, daylight to my morn, events of my day, fighter of my love, grave to my body, hope to my glum, ink to my paper, just to my trust, kindness to my words, life to my lust, melanin to my skin, noise to my whim, ocean to my horizon, paint to my canvas, queer to my grin, river to my desert, smile to my teeth, turbulence to my waves, utopia to my dream, vibe to my desire, will of my ventricles, xylophone to my song, yellow to my daffodils, zeal to my existence well lived.
I just could not read you. You became the tenet, complications of fate, dedication consuming. With you murmuring your affirmations and quivering lips placed upon your Celtic cross. You became the fool instead of the empress. Judgment came upon you on your journey to find the arcana of the new age. For you made the hanged man find judgment in death, and forced the layout onto a half-moon thread. You forced the Ace of Cups into the devil. You force the star into the 5 of cups. You form the sweet bergamot turned sour with your horrid gypsy ways. The hermit never gained the strength to put up with your babbling, with your nonsense, with your ignorance. The chariot lost control of the reins that held the sun and moon together. I lost my queen. You lost your emperor. You lost the lovers. I lost to fate.
My name is Isabella, and I'll be reciting 100 Love Sonnets, number 17, written by Pablo Neruda and translated by Mark Eisner. I don't love you as if you were a rose of salt, topaz, or arrow of carnations that propagate fire. I love you as one loves certain obscure things, secretly, between the shadow and the soul. I love you as the plant that doesn't bloom but carries the light of those flowers hidden within itself. And thanks to your love, the tight aroma that arose from the earth lives dimly in my body. I love you without knowing how or when or from where. I love you directly without problems or pride. I love you like this because I don't know any other way to love except in this form in which I am not, nor are you. So close that your hand upon my chest is mine. So close that your eyes close with my dreams.
Good evening, Lacordaire. I'm Mr. Wiley, And tonight I'm going to read for you 2 poems that I wrote. The first poem was inspired by a prompt which asked the writer to reinterpret a famous saying or idiom. The phrase I took was, "You can't unscramble a scrambled egg." And the poem I got was this one. So this is How to Unscramble a Scrambled Egg. They say that you can't unscramble a scrambled egg, but they also say that necessity is the mother of invention. And without better prospects, I was going to try. The process must be done upside down and in reverse. The stirred must be unstirred. The mixture must be unmixed. The quivering scramble must split into egg white and yolk. Maybe if I swirl it around in the opposite direction that I last stirred, it will go right again. Maybe I can scoop the yellow yolk bits out of the white. Even if I do separate them though, what then? Must I pick up every crumb of eggshell and find some impossible glue to fit together what will no longer fit together? Could that monstrous assemblage really be called an egg? Or is it just the child of my regrets? This next poem was inspired by the time I was living in West Virginia. In Doddridge County where I lived, there were a lot of train tunnels and train tracks around, back from the days when there was coal mining in the area. I imagine in this poem what it might feel like to journey through one of those tunnels. This is West Virginia Train Tunnel. You take the little forlorn exit off the big highway and make a quick turn onto a gravel side road. Ride the rock road until you no longer hear the mechanized rush of the big road, and there's just the sound of your engine humming and gravel cracking under your wheels. Pretty soon you'll find an old railroad bed, sunk into the earth, beaten down by ghostly trains that no longer run. The railroad's been out of business since time out of mind. Now get out of your car. Follow that sunken way until you find a tunnel hollowed out of the hills. Inside, a darkness stretches as far as the untrained eye can see. It's best to go just before nightfall, when your eyes are adjusting to the dark. That way, as you enter within, your eyes will teach themselves to see deeper and deeper depths as you pitch yourself past pitchy dark. Echoes will sound from your footsteps and resound as the loneliest song you'll ever hear. You will notice the intermittent pitter-patter of water dripping far off, or you'll think it's far off until you feel its cool trickle smack in the face or rolling down your neck. Your outstretched arms will guide you along walls of cold, craggy stone that are rough to the touch. As you feel your way along, you will think, is this tunnel turning, or have I turned back on myself? Each footstep is an act of faith. Each passing second is full of uncertainty. As it is all too often in life, you must learn to make your way in the dark. Near the end of your stumbling journey, you will see the gray twilight of the other side. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed these poems, and I hope you enjoy the other great performers tonight. Have a good one.
I met a man without a dollar to his name, who had no traits of any value but his smile. I met a man who had no yearn or claim to fame, who was content to let life pass him for a while. And I was sure that all I ever wanted was a life like the movie stars led. But he kissed me right here, and he said, I'll give you stars and a moon and a soul to guide you, and the promise I'll never go.
I'll give you hope to bring out all the life inside you and the strength that will help you grow. I'll give you truth and a future that's 20 times better than any Hollywood plot. And I thought, you know, I'd rather have a yacht. I met a man who lived his life out on the road, who left a wife and kids in Portland on a whim. I met a man whose fire and passion always showed, who asked if I could spare a week to ride with him. And I was sure that all I ever wanted was a life that was scripted and planned. And he said, but you don't understand. I'll give you stars and the moon and the open highway and a river beneath your feet. I'll give you days full of dreams if you travel my way and a summer you can't repeat. I'll give you nights full of passion and days of adventure. No strings, just warm summer rain. And I thought, you know, I'd rather have champagne. I met a man who had a fortune in the bank, who had retired at age 30, set for life. I met a man and didn't know which stars to thank, and then he asked one day if I would be his wife. And I looked up, and all that I could think of was the life I had dreamt I would live. And I said to him, what will you give? I'll give you cars and a townhouse in Turtle Bay, a fur and a diamond ring. And we'll be married in Spain on my yacht today, and we'll honeymoon in Beijing. And you'll meet stars at the parties I throw at my villas in Nice and Paris in June. And I thought, okay. And I took a breath, and I got my yacht, and the years went by, and it never changed, and it never grew, and I never dreamed. And I woke one day, and I looked around, and I thought, my God, I'll never have the moon.
Hi all, my name is Isabel Cruz and I'll be performing my original piece, Matron Goddess. Maybe you like the idea of me, or maybe you like the chase, or maybe you just like vying for something outside of your reach, pining like a pagan for some old forgotten deity, but I'm not your goddess to be worshipped, to be placated with milk and honey, venerated from afar. Do not build altars to me, or write me great ballads. I care not for genuflection or for hymns of praise. I long to be lowered off this prison of a pedestal to a place within your reach. I too crave the humanity of mortal love, but to you it is unacceptable to be anything more than your matron goddess.
Let's pretend we're riding on a car.
and I can fly from you. All my life I've lived for loving you. Let me go now.